The area of low pressure just off of northeastern Luzon has strengthened and is now labeled Tropical Depression Igme, according to Pagasa. Really a weak low-level circulation here, not expected to become a typhoon as it slowly tracks off towards the north, but what we are expecting it to continue to do, which we already have been seeing here, is enhance that southwest monsoonal flow. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's break down this storm system and how it is influencing the weather across the Philippines and the Western Pacific. All right, let's start off with our satellite imagery here, just showing the broader picture with our low-level center of our tropical depression Igme right in there. Meanwhile, we continue to see that enhanced southwest monsoonal flow, and we have what could be the start of the northeast monsoon all the way back here towards the north. In fact, check out these photos out of northeastern China where it has already started snowing. Yes, it's snowing there. This is a clear indicator of that start of our northeast monsoon and possibly a cold surge beginning to set up. Meanwhile, what is left of Pulasan is right in here, and that's expected to kind of shift and move off towards the north and east, riding along that incoming cold front coming in from the north. Pulasan, still a weak storm at 65 kilometers per hour, pressure at 998 hectopascals. And meanwhile, you do have your tropical depression right in here. There's Pulasan, both of these storm systems pulling away from the Philippines. As far as Pulasan is concerned, though, it is going to go extra tropical, but still bring messy weather for northern areas of Japan, including northern areas of Honshu, even extending back towards Hokkaido with some windy conditions. Maybe the winds up to tropical storm strength. But what I find interesting is as this passes overhead, look at the front that extends off of this. You do have our tropical depression right in there, just passing towards Okinawa, even extending down towards another low around Hong Kong and stretching all the way back like that. A clear indicator of our cold air trying to fight its way out of Siberia and the warm tropical air mass of the south. This is a type of setup where you could even see things like hail and maybe the potential for a few tornadoes just because of that collision of air masses, wind shear, which is not terribly common over the oceans of the Western Pacific. But when you do get this type of setup, it does take place from time to time. Watch our forecast heading through Saturday into Sunday for Pulasan as it pulls across northern Honshu, bringing messy weather across the northern Japanese Alps, even over towards Tokyo on Sunday before things do gradually improve as you see those winds shift in from the north, pouring in behind it with that latest northeast monsoon. And I mentioned that because that is also going to influence the weather forecast for the Philippines as we go through that extended outlook. All right, let's take a look at the infrared satellite imagery closer to a tropical depression Igme right in there. We still have that monsoonal flow being enhanced here, but as this lifts off towards the north, what we're going to see more so of is the winds changing from the southwest towards the south. This means places like even region 1 along the west coast of the Philippines, things will slowly begin to dry out while we begin to see heavy rainfall really build in across Taiwan. We actually see some orographic swirls right in there, and really it's going to be messy weather even over towards Taipei heading into the weekend, while Manila finally gets a few days of relatively drier conditions. In fact, taking a look at the total rainfall outlook, you can see little to no rainfall in our forecast for the NCR and even extending all the way back towards the north, of course, into Visayas, while some areas could see 200 to 300 millimeters of total precipitation in the mountains of western and southern Taiwan, thanks to the shift in that southwest monsoon. So finally, even though we have a new name, Tropical Depression Igme, that is going to be pulling off towards the north and actually improving conditions in the Philippines. It's interesting. This is why I don't just focus and give you this flyover that I'm going to show you here in just a moment. This right here. Everybody loves this graphic, and I love it too. But I like to give you that broader picture so you can understand at home why things are happening the way they're happening. There we go. Taking a look back towards Palawan. I know you need the dry out. Finally getting relatively drier conditions in your forecast outside of a few isolated passing showers. Well, you take a look out towards the Sulu Sea. Overall, things are looking better, but we still have scattered showers on Sunday for the west coast. Granted, as I mentioned, it is going to be backing off quite considerably with the heaviest of the precipitation taking place a few hundred kilometers offshore in the West Philippine Sea. All right, Manila's forecast, chance of some showers on Tuesday, but overall cloudy skies Sunday over towards Monday, and peaks of sunshine getting on in there, even over towards Cebu as well. Temperatures into the low 30s, mid 20s for your lows. And then we scoot over towards Baguio. Let's take a look at you guys. Higher elevation, still looking at scattered showers on Sunday. It's going to be relatively chilly with a high of 21 degrees. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it slowly warms up as those rain chances back off. And for our friends in Guam, I gotta give you some love out here. Temperatures into the mid to high 80s, while the lows stay into the high 70s. No surprise there. All right, let's take a look at our Patreon members. A big thanks for everybody that supports this channel, especially Garmin, Colonel Cy, Jeff Davis, Jacqueline Smith, and Guion. All donate more than that $10 a month. They go above and beyond, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for keeping this channel running. If you like these updates, hit that like and subscribe button at the very least. Subscribe especially. Once we get up to 100,000 subscribers, I promise to stop asking, but it does get the channel verified. So these videos can be shared out to more and more people, and hopefully we can... The goal is to help keep people safe and help keep them aware ahead of tropical systems. Speaking of keeping people aware, I do also want to quickly show you the extended forecast, and we're going to take a look at the upper level charts here. This showing you kind of what we're seeing here with that energy from our storm system right in there. But let's look out towards the main formation area from Guam out towards the Philippine Sea, and really not seeing much here throughout the extended forecast outside of a few passing areas of low pressures in the extended outlook. But at this time, this high pressure is going to be ridging in, and we have all this shear trying to work its way in from the north. See these west to east winds? That is a clear indicator of the jet stream starting to dip down, and that is going to reduce at least tropical formation the further north you go. And we're going to start to see the shifting in this transition season for tropical systems closer to about 10 to 20 degrees north. Of course, that's not always the case, but I'll do my best to keep you posted in case things do start to change up here. As always, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you enjoy these updates. And number one thing, as always, is stay safe out there. Have a good day.